Billing. What we can see here is a bill. As we can see, your name in all capitals because it's the legal fiction or corporate entity, whatever you want to call it, which is going to be at the top there, that is trademarked. It's non-negotiable because it's a bill. You don't want any negotiating about this, so it's plain and simply a bill. You've got the number of the bill. This is going to be the first bill, so it'll be bill number 1. The date it's sent. Registered in the county borough of wherever you were registered on the date you were registered. Not your date of birth, the date on your birth certificate, which actually is the date that you became a legal fiction. Care of your address, no postcode. A postcode is owned by them, so if you put a postcode on anything, you're actually contracting with them. Over on the right hand side we can see who you're sending it to, the address, and then the reason of the actual bill, charges for unrebutted agreement via tacit. Now down here I also put bill 1 just for me and the account number. You can also put another few details in. That's simply because if you're dealing with a lot of collectors, you might get the same collector chasing for different debts, and if you put the code down there you'll know exactly which debt it's for. If we scroll it up a little bit here, right, this is what a bill looks like, pretty much. You'll notice the first line, per invalid contact by mail without paying the agreed fee of £100 in advance. Now this is any letters they've sent to you. So they send you a letter saying, oh, I'm such and such debt collector, you owe me so much. That's letter 1. And maybe you'll send letter 1 to them and maybe you'll get reply. If they get a reply, that's letter 2, which in this case is how I'm putting it. So I've had 2 replies from them, or the initial letter and a reply. So they're getting 2 charges of £1,000, which is an amount of £2,000 in total. Again, number of charges 2. This is the part that confuses the most people from what I can see. This amount here, this is 3 times the debt they are chasing. So for instance, as you can see, that's 31,000 something. This was the original debt. It was 10,392.24. Times that by 3 and you come up to that amount. Now, there's only ever 1 charge because that's the initial debt that they're chasing. So it's 1 charge, as you can see, and there's the amount, and that amount that stays the same no matter how many bills you send. 1 million for unauthorised trademark infringement. Obviously if you haven't trademarked your name you just remove all that bit out. Now here though you can see that although they only sent 2 letters, initially they addressed the letter to my legal fiction, and then they addressed the letter to me. So they actually, although they only sent 2 letters, they had my name on it twice, which would either be Dear Salon, and on the address it might be salon at whatever your address is. So although only 2 letters, they've got 4 charges for copyright infringement. Again, if you haven't done that, don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. Here, 1,000 per part of authorised representative's time. Now, that is an hour. Every time you send a letter, it's going to take you an hour. You've got to print it up. You've got print it off. Sorry. Do all the paperwork with it. Put it in its envelope. Take it to the post office. Send it recorded delivery. So it's going to take you an hour to send each letter. So charges for time. Every time you send a letter, and as you can see here, I've actually sent 4 letters. That's why it's 4 charges. And each time it's £1,000 per hour. And it's going to take an hour each time, like I say. And we come to the last piece, which is 1,000 per recorded delivery or any other response. And again, that's because I've sent 4 letters. I've had to respond to them 4 times, so they're getting charged 4 times there, as well as the one above. As we come further down here, we'll just have a quick look there. Oop, not too far, there we go. There's the total. Make sure you total it up correct there. Make all charges payable to Salon Mark Master. And the reason that you're asking for payment in capitals is because you don't have a bank account. Your straw man has a bank account. You just utilise it from time to time. There's an additional late payment fee, as you can see in red, and all the rest is pretty self-explanatory. If you've got any more questions on this, just let me know and I'll see if I can put something else together. I have a few more videos to put together, but if you've got any suggestions that you like things explaining, if you can put them down, I'll put a post up later, and if you can post in there what you like explaining, if I can explain it, I'll do my best. Okay, I hope that's helped. Cheers.